Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nora Chavu and today I'm joined by Taonga. I was expecting you to say.
Okay, hi guys, welcome to Nora's YouTube channel. I'm Taonga and I, also known as Zoe. I've got a lot of names actually, so you can choose whichever one you want to call me. Yeah,
and today we have I don't want to say an amazing topic because guys, we're gonna cover quite a large gamut of things. So it's a heart-to-heart conversations. Please feel free to interact with us
in the comment section.
Yes, share your views. You can ask questions. Taonga will be here to respond.
Oh, it's actually a YouTube channel, so
should be going, yeah. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So guys, today we just want to talk about university life, thriving through university life, and just as young people, as youth, how you thrive through hard times you face in university as you are pursuing your studies, as you are chasing those dreams and your careers. So Taonga today here is going to join us, and she'll share one of her experiences, or not really experiences, experiences actually, because she's a student. He's a student, yeah. So Taonga
but I'll be sharing from the medical student point of view.
Yeah.
So
yeah, from the medical.
University is different for different people, but all doing different programs. Some are economy, some are lawyers. So I'm going to share based on the medical student point of view, and it won't be so interesting because it involves interest me. So
I can also relate because we are both like studying medicine. But then for me, away from just studying medicine, being a student leader, I kind of get to interact with different people from both campus. That's like the main campus and the School of Medicine. So I tend to get some of the experiences people share with me, people come and all that. But in all this, I pray that we may find hope, and this may encourage someone out there. Maybe if you can just share with us, like, how has been your university experience or university journey? Maybe you can just share with us one or two things.
University. Okay, one thing.
Guys.
Okay, I'm dramatic sometimes, don't mind me. So I can say it's been fun.
Yeah.
But there have been moments when it really like hit me hard, and
first, before you go to the hard part, what was fun? What do you find interesting?
The fun part was getting to meet new friends and getting to interact with people. Okay, there are times when I really enjoy interacting with people.
Yeah.
And I enjoy interacting with people who laugh a lot.
Yeah.
So I got to meet these Cobabel people, especially Chingola people. Chingola people are the most dramatic people, and I feel like they are fun people to be around because they always have all sorts of stories to talk about. She's not from Chingola, she's from
Yes. I'm a Lusaka girl, guys.
Yes. So I feel like we got to bond at a certain level. So every time like I was around my friends, that was first year, like we were always laughing. Sometimes you will fail but laugh about it. I know it's not normal.
And make jokes.
But that
would happen. Your friends will go like, let's take a finish. What are you laughing about? You're in medical school, I mean.
Like, why are you smiling? Like, what's so fun about medical school? So it got to that point where like you will fail but you laugh about it. Even when you're alone, like it hits you and stuff like that. And there were so many things that used to happen in first year. I don't know, but it's like every time you go back, for me, our school doesn't have hostels, so it's like you go back to the boarding house, but then you stay with your fellow first year, so you get to talk about the person who's dozing in class, you laugh about it. That's the main comment that lecturers pass when someone is dozing or you fail to answer a question. Like why they tell someone, can someone intelligent try to answer? Like they make you feel down and stuff like that. So that was fun. But like as years went by, okay, first year itself, NS guys, it was something else, because it's like you come in first year with the hope of, like I want to do MDCHB, that's like Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery, like you want to do medicine, and you've told your people at home that I'm going to do medicine, but you don't know that when I go in first you have to go through NS, you have to make points, and you decide like the school decides where they want to throw you, not you deciding. Like it's not up to you. So you really have to like put in your very best. And it's like there's this this person who's like trying to make it, but sometimes the test scores are not so good, and you get to question your intelligence. Like, am I good enough to do this? Like, do I have the brains to do this? And you get to meet different people. You know, maybe at your place they deem you to be this intelligent child, but then you find people who are way intelligent than you, who do way better. Like, you know, someone getting like 90 something, you got like a 26%, you got like a 30%, but then you just get to laugh about it. But all along, I feel like I've seen God's hand, because there are moments when you don't know what's going to happen to you, but then you just like make it, and you make it into what you always wanted to do, and but then
so true.
University also just doesn't come with academics. It comes with your spiritual life. It comes with your identity. It comes with moments when you lose yourself to find yourself. It comes with a whole lot of things.
You know, I really liked the part you said that sometimes you lose yourself to find yourself. Can you just elaborate more about that? It's interesting.
What if it was just something in my head?
No, we don't want just something in your head. If it's in your head, it should have an explanation, guys. No. You lose yourself to find yourself. You people like quotes. These quotes will kill us. But
so sometimes I feel like you lose yourself to find yourself, because I hate saying this, but there are times when you find that people who don't really know God get to do way better than you. And you start questioning, like, God, what am I doing wrong? Like, I go to church. Not just, I know Christianity is not just about going to church, but it's like you find time to, like, you know, serve Him, to meet up with other people, share the word of God, and just this person who's not like so much into the world. And then you get to see people who drink, they're always wasted. And when they write a test, they do well. And then there's you. You are God's child. You do everything. You pray. You go to church. But then when the test comes, my friend, it hits you. And then if you've never questioned yourself, I've questioned myself a lot of times. But it's like, it's a phase. Sometimes, you know, God tries to like grow our faith. Like you don't always be smooth. Like this road is a roller coaster. And I feel like in first year, that's why you like get to discover who you really are. Like you get to discover what works for you. I feel like what used to work for me in high school is different from what works for me. Because it's like in high school, most of us were just these bookworms and stuff like that. They force you to go for prep. You have to go, and you come to this place where you are learning the whole day. And most of the time that you have to study like in the night and the early hours of the morning. So you have to know whether you're a night owl or you're an early riser or that. And most of the times you're tired. You still have to find time to like go to church, which is very, very important. I feel like church has really helped me, because like sometimes you're like exhausted, sometimes you're questioning yourself, but you just go and meet people who are doing the same program as you're doing, and they get to talk to you, and sometimes the word just touches you. And those people are like, especially the big people, the elders, the leaders, it's like they just know that university people require more attention. So sometimes they'll make cell groups for you, they'll do Saturday meetings specifically for university students, just to talk to you, because there's like a whole lot, guys, that goes on in university. There's issues of friendship. How do you handle arguing with a friend? There's issues of relationships. Like, you know, you don't know how to handle all these things. So most times you need guidance, because your parents won't tell you. You will just be like they are trying to figure it all out.
So so true, Taonga. And just thank you so much, like, for sharing some of the experiences you had, and how in all this, like, you know, you still kept on and believing and trusting God. And one thing I've noticed about you is how you always search for God and just trying to maintain that relationship with God. I think that is really helpful. Personally, I've had like my own challenges with university life. Sometimes you want to keep up with your community work, your advocates, and you also want to keep the same good grades. And there are times you face just challenges, you know. It can be tuition fees, it can be your rentals, it can be your upkeep. Yes, like your parents will always provide something, but then there are times you want to do something like beyond the budget that you have, and there are months that you may not have enough. And when you are growing up, like you want to start gaining some independence, so you start investing, you start doing businesses, you start doing all this. But when people see you doing that, especially in medical school, like your fellow students, you face a lot of criticism when they see you selling, when they see you baking, and you know, like you're advertising. People will say she's not serious with school or this and all that, but it's you who is having that challenge. Probably that's what's paying like your rentals, or that's what paying your tuition fees. But people don't see this, and all they do, you know, is just judge that you're not serious with school. But at the end of the day, you find that even them, they have distractions. It's just that we decide with what we do with time. Some people, during their free time, they go partying, they go drinking. But you know, when they come to school and they do well, they'll be like, okay, all I do is studying, because they went partying, so it doesn't show. But you, if you go out in the community and you are with children, maybe you take photos, or they just see that, okay, you went to do community work, they'll use that to criticize you and say, you fail, you know, how can you be doing this instead of studying or so. But I feel at the end of the day, it's just what you give value to, and where you invest your time in. Yeah, but in all this, I think what has been helpful for me is learning to prioritize. So whether you're an advocate, you're a community change agent, or you do other work, learn to prioritize like what's important first. Your education will always be important, but look at also, is it a phase when you're having so many tests, you know? You try to slow down from your other works, and even the times you spend like on social media.
Balance.
Yeah, so you need to strike that balance. But in all this, I think one thing I would always tell myself, like thriving through university, I always say this. There's a famous, you know, I don't know whether it's a saying or a quote, which says that though the river be far, Lord, remind us this one thing: I must return home with water. You know, whether along the way as I come from the river or so, I hit myself, I do so and so, but I am not going home, you know, without water. Like my bucket should have water. And this is something I've always used and encouraged myself. I'm like, God, I know, like here where we come, we are away from family, we are away from our parents, especially for some of us who are so used like being in a close community with your siblings, with my sisters, my brother, or just, you know, the extended family. And so here when you've come to university, you feel lonely, and sometimes you may get so bored and sometimes start having, you know, mental health issues or identity crisis. But in all this, I'm like, there's one thing why I came here. I must return home with water. I must go home with that degree. I should, you know, return with that. So I think that's been like my constant hope, and my main hope and courage that I have is that God is with me, you know, like no matter what I go through. There are times studies get hard, there are times things will get bulky, but I'm like, there is God, and if God allowed it for us to get this far, fight through first year, second year, third year, and fourth year now, you know, like He has a perfect plan for us. So I think you can trust Him, but also make use of close relations. Find good friends, find good mentors, you know. And also sometimes you are at a university away from your home church, but find a church you can call home. Find a place, you know, you can talk to your pastor, you can talk to your mentor or the leaders. Those people like really do play a role, you know. They can counsel you, they can pray with you. Just find good people around you who can pray with you and help you through, because at the end of the day, when you have that degree, you are done, it will be amazing, and you testify for the goodness of the Lord, you know, and how faithful God has been. It's goodbye from us now. Taonga, do you have any last words that you would like to tell people?
Hey, I know I'm going to sound like a mother. So like what your mother told you when you're going to university. Choose the right friends. Friends are very important. Like moments when you're down, you need the right people to hold you, to encourage you, to push you. Because sometimes you'll be losing yourself. But the true friend is the one who's going to come and tell you to say, my friend, what you're doing is not helping you. Yeah.
Taonga is one true friend, very frank.
Very honest.
That sometimes I'll get upset. I'm like, did you just tell me that? Yeah. But Taonga is an amazing roommate, housemate, study mate.
And let me share with you one thing I've learned in university. Like we all come with different personalities, right? We come from different backgrounds. But one thing I've learned, I think I learned this last semester or maybe early after a few, you have to also learn to be tolerant, because people are different. People want not everyone will be like you. So you have to learn to understand the other person and try to strike a balance, because I feel like you can't change someone, but the only thing you can do is pray for them. So yeah, good friends are important, and just be professional. Not everyone can be your friend. Be professional in class. Avoid arguing with friends in class. Avoid arguing with lecturers. Be nice to lecturers. Lecturers are very good people if you're good to them. The only time they would want to show you their dark side is when you provoke them.
So true.
So yeah, and I feel like when you you strike a balance, like Bola na Lesa, God always comes through. I've really seen God's hand in my life. Even sometimes you write an exam and you just feel like, okay, I think I failed. Then you just find you don't even know how you've passed, And we're here today. We didn't really think we're going to be here today, but we are here. And God, I believe, the same God who is carrying us, the same God who is carrying you, and trust the process. Education knows no man. Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter who your parent is. It's an equalizer. At the end of the day, we're all equal before the law, and we're all examining the same, and we all have the potential to become, honestly. And yeah,
thank you so much, Taonga, for that amazing talk.
I've gotten
quite a number. I know you'll be back, though. You'll be back, but let's not make this one too long. Yeah. Bye,
so,
guys.
Have a good night.
Bye.